third party situation, energy check. We've got pick a card reading number 1. All the timestamps are down below. Pick a card reading number 2. How do they feel? How do you feel? Are they going to leave the other person? Is there going to be a divorce? What is going on? What do you need to know? Is the third party interference going to leave you alone so that both of you can get on in peace? Do you need to walk away? What do you need to do? I'll tell you everything I'm picking up and everything I'm feeling. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Third party situation, what is going on, what messages are here for you today. I'm going to start by pulling some charms to give you extra connection right at the beginning of the reading. What messages are here for you today to do with your third party situation? Energy check overview. I'll tell you everything I'm picking up and everything I'm feeling. The charms can be little messages about this situation, but they can also be little nods about other things that are going on in your life at the moment as well. It's just a direct message from your spirit to let you know this is a reading here for you today. So let's have a look. We have Sun, Moon or Rising of Sagittarius. And then Aries. And then we'll see what zodiacs come out during the reading. We have a choir angel. We have your contemporary guardian angel. We have chemistry. Sometimes this can be about substances like drinking, caffeine, chocolate. We have a seashell. If you listen to the shell, we can hear the ocean. And then we also have a starfish. Someone loves the ocean. They may work on it. We have L, K, V, O, Y. These can be countries, place names, initials, words that are important for you. We have a Q and an I. So I'm going to do a third party situation spread and I'll tell you everything I'm picking up and everything I'm feeling, and I'm going to try really hard not to fidget because my chair's really creaky. I really need to get a new one. It's kind of fallen to pieces, but we just won't fidget and then hopefully it won't creak. Anyway, let's tap into your energy. What messages are here about your third party situation? What do you need to know? Gonna split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. You are always on my left hand side. My goodness, what is going on? And then down the middle is your person. And then down this side is who I call the third party. And the third party is always the person furthest away from you. I don't get too technical and don't read reversals. Don't role reverse it. Don't put yourself over here. If this doesn't resonate, it's not your reading. Let's keep it simple. If it resonates, it resonates. So, and then we have all of the connecting energy. This has been a very painful situation for you for a while, and you're in a place of confusion. And it's really hard, isn't it? It's really hard. Like, you've come into the reading with the Ten of Swords, and then the Star in the middle of you both, and then your person's had the Chariot. Looking at the recent, past, present, and moving forward. The Ten of Swords reverse feels like probably the most traumatic phase of this connection that you've ever had. Feeling like, I don't know if I can hold on to this anymore. I don't know if we can do this anymore. I don't know if I can put up with this anymore. And it feels like there's been points in the past where things have been resolved and things have been forgiven, but nothing as bad as this. It feels like whatever's been going on with you is not as bad as... Nothing has ever been as bad as this for your relationship. And there's a feeling here of, are we going to get back together? Can we fix it? Can we repair it? Can I overlook it? Can I forgive them? Do they want me to forgive them? Are they going to come back? Do we have a future together? And it feels like there's all of those questions here. And it's so hard because they had the Chariot. Because they had the Chariot, they were in the driving seat. They made the choices that they made. They'd done the things that they'd done, and they knew what they were doing. The person over here, the third party, has the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Wands in the middle of them both. There was plans made between the both of you. It kind of feels like, I'm going to summarize your situation, and if that doesn't resonate, this isn't your reading. It feels like you two were in a very long-term relationship, and at the moment you're broken up because your person, there was somebody else involved. The third party really doesn't want to lose your person, and it feels like they were being quite manipulative of, it kind of feels like they knew each other for a while, and things were happening for a while, and they were making plans, and it kind of feels like your person was really enjoying the escapism, but they weren't that keen to bring it into reality. So it feels like lots of phone messages, lots of contact over devices, rather than lots of meeting up in private together. But it does feel like the third party in this situation gave your person the ultimatum, a bit of manipulation. When I say a bit, I mean a lot. And it almost feels like the third party may have even said to your person, if you don't act now, I'm telling everyone. And so your person jumped, your person went. And it feels like when you found all of this out, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It feels like when you found out that these two were carrying on, you had no choice but to let go, and not let go, but you had no choice but the Ten of Swords of, this is so painful, I don't know what to do with it. But the third party has been in a place of being terrified of losing your person, but it's not a genuine relationship, and that's really frustrating because your person has kind of ruined everything between the both of you for something that might have been nice, felt nice, but it feels like as the both of these two are bringing it into real life, it's not quite what your person thought it would be. It feels like the third party sold them the dream, sold them the fairy tale, and it isn't quite what your person thought it would be. And it's annoying, isn't it? So your person at the moment has the Ace of Wands reversed, a bit of a false start. You have the Seven of Cups in the middle of your both, confusion, dreams and desires. And then we have the Three of Swords for you. Still a very painful situation for you. And I think this will always be a painful situation for you. And there's a feeling here of, can you go back? Can you trust them again? I think your person's going to try and come back. I do. I think they made a massive mistake. Whatever pressure the third party was putting on them, it confused. This person should be held accountable for what they've done because they were the Chariot. They knew what they were doing. But the pressure that was being put on them, they felt that they had to do something quick. They were either going to lose the third party, or the third party was going to cause trouble. And yeah, I'm just getting this overwhelming feeling of sadness, and I could just sit here and cry because this is not fair. The third party at this point has the Five of Cups reversed, even they're realising it's not quite what they thought it would be. It feels like the both of these two at the moment are looking back thinking, oh yeah, no, things between us was great when we didn't see each other, when it was a connection through our devices rather than real life. Feels like the third party has done this thing before, like seen somebody else's partner and thought, I want that, and then thought, I can make that mine, and then realizing that the chemistry between two people, you can't copy it. You know, when we've got chemistry with somebody, it's our chemistry. Someone else can't come along with us and have that same chemistry. They just can't. It's a little bit of magic. In the middle of them both is the Temperance. So at this very moment, there is something still holding them together. They're both really very unsure about a lot of things. And there's something at the moment that's still holding them together, and it feels like that little invisible bubble, that secret little world they created, is still holding each other together, because if they don't look at the reality, then they can blur it out a bit, and it can be this flow of energy between them both. But it feels like your person's holding back. It feels like your person's going to have a lot of regrets. So the Seven of Cups in the middle of you both is just the absolute confusion. Your person's coming back with the Six of Cups. This is all about you and your connection. At that point, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning. And then we have the Six of Pentacles reversed in the middle of you both. I do private reading. I offer a one-to-one service available on hopetarot-daily.co.uk, and I have a pull a card page. So if you go on my website, find the pull a card page, and it will generate a card for you. If you refresh the page, it will generate a new one, and down the bottom is all of the little blurbs. I do it every day before I get up. If you want to help me with the algorithm, engage with the video in some way, share it. Share one of my videos with share one of my readings with a friend that you think it's for. Sometimes we watch other people's and we're like, oh no, that's not for me, that's for somebody else. Send it to them. Don't send it to anyone that you know's anti this kind of stuff, because you're just going to cause problems. But anyway, and on YouTube, I have memberships turned on where you have early access to readings, but all my readings eventually end up for everyone anyway. Just trying to promote myself a little bit. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed in the middle of you both. Your person's going to come back to you. And the Ace of Pentacles there is you deciding whether you're going to give them a fresh start or not, or whether you're going to completely break free. Right at the very moment, you're in pain. You're in a lot of pain. So whatever you're thinking at the moment isn't the way that you're going to be feeling in a month or 2 months, 5 months. And it feels like when your person comes back with their tail between their legs, that'll be when you know what you need to do. You don't know just yet. And so the Ace of Pentacles can be about you wanting a fresh start with you and putting this all behind you, or you wanting a fresh start for this relationship and trying to move forward. The Six of Pentacles reversed in the middle of you both is kind of showing me that it's not going to be your person's choice. It's going to be yours. And they're going to have to put the work in. And if they're not going to put the work in, you're not going to be interested. At that point, the third party is getting kicked out of the picture with the Tower. And then the King of Pentacles reversed in the middle of them both. There's not much security there. This little fantasy world they've got is only going to last for a little bit of time. Once the reality of how we're paying our bills, what about the material things in life? What about the stability in life? And it feels like once all of those things start popping up, the third party is going to be off. I kind of feel the third party may even cheat on your person, or if they were to stay together, they would. Because they're the type of person that what everyone else has got is what they want. And when they've got what they want, they don't really want it because it's not as good as what they thought it would be. This person is never going to be happy. And your person's going to be very, very lucky if you can forgive them. So I'm going to do you a Celtic cross because I want to see your pathway forward over the next few months. How long is it going to take before your person comes knocking? Kind of feel they may already be feeling it out a little bit. They may be softening towards you a bit at the moment. That may be why you've got the Three of Swords, why it's so confusing. So let's have a look. Your Celtic cross moving forward. What do you need to know for you? Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly for angels. The King of Cups come out reversed, but I don't read reversals in my Celtic Cross because it's all about the card placement. And then the Magician, can we have a fresh start? The first 2 cards in my Celtic Cross are all about the situation, which is the unconditional love that's still there. There is still love there. There's a lot of pain there. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of all of the bad feelings, bitterness, and how can they do this to me? But then there's also that, but what about our history? What about everything? Now, if you do take this person back, you do need to hold them accountable for what they've done. You can't just blame the third party. As much as the third party is a troublemaker and has been very manipulative, your person went along with it, but they were also the driving force at some points as well. That both of them are as bad as each other. You can't just blame one and not the other. You have to hold your person accountable as well. And at the moment, it feels like they're still your person. And that's why it hurts so much, you know. So the Knight of Pentacles, can we slowly get back on the right track? The path that you're on at the moment is my 6 of Wands, which is, hi honey, I'm home. My hi honey, I'm home, I'm back. But the problem with the 6 of Wands is when it comes out as that meaning, it's like, hi, I'm back. You should be really grateful I'm back. You should be so happy I'm back. I pick you. I'm God's gift. I'm wonderful. And it's like they want you to, or expect you to, bow down and welcome them with open arms. And it's a real kind of jarring energy, because as much as there's a feeling of, hooray, they're back, there's also a feeling of, oh my God, they're back. Like, what do I do with this? And it feels like for this whole situation, you've been in a mindset of, I don't know what to do with any of this. I didn't expect this. I didn't know how to deal with this. And what your person really does need to do is, when they do come back, they need to show you that they're truly remorseful. They can't just say sorry and shut it down. They need to be open to unpacking it. Be careful what questions you ask, though. You have to be responsible for your questions, because there are details that you don't need to know, that if you ask them and get an answer, they'll stay with you forever. So be responsible with the questions that you ask. But they need to be showing remorse rather than, hi honey, I'm home, I'm sorry, let's never talk about this again, because that's not going to work. That won't work. The Hermit is kind of where you're at the moment. We're looking at the Celtic Cross beyond the point of the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit is where you're at the moment. You're still in this place of pain, but it's this feeling of, sometimes when we're in the Hermit, we become the beacon in the dark for the people that are meant to be near us, and they're like a moth and they come back. And it's like, if they're meant to be with me, they'll come back to me, and then we'll figure it out. Opportunities to come is the Temperance. Now they've got the Temperance there in the middle of them both at the moment, but the Temperance, the real connection that your person has is with you. This thing with the third party is all fake. They should have just been having a relationship with an AI on their phone. That emotional kind of thing going on, because it wasn't real. There's something with them too, that it wasn't real. It wasn't bricks and mortar. It wasn't the life that you both built up together. It wasn't the friendship that you both have. But the Temperance is a real chance of talking therapy, couples therapy, figuring out what you both want. And it feels like you taking control of the situation. And it feels like once you get to the point of them offering and them coming back in, the Temperance is you then deciding what you do with it. So the secret underlying question, can we have a fresh start with the Death card? Either way, you've got a fresh start coming. Whichever way it goes. The timing on this is the 9 of Cups. Wishes being granted. And then attainment is the 6 of Cups, which is up there. And then the outcome is the Star, which is down here for the both of you. I do think you're both going to end up back together again. I think you have a lot of forgiveness for this person, as much as you're really hurt and as much as you're going through all the motions at the moment and all the confusion. It feels very much like the both of you do have a future together. The both of you have a really long past and a real deep connection. And that can't be replaced and that can't be recreated. It feels like you're going to get what you want. And it feels like you want them back. And you probably know, I don't. You do. Deep down you do. But you're going to have to find a lot of forgiveness. And you're going to have to show them how to be. You've got the Star and the Temperance, which is you taking control of the things. You showing them, you guiding them, you saying to them, we need counselling, we need to talk about this. You need to make this better. You need to prove to me we're together. You need to do it properly. And it's you saying that to them. And then it feels like them doing what they need to do it. You know, I'm going to pull an oracle card. What messages are here on the oracles? Just getting the deck out. There we go. Right, let's pull you an oracle card. Are you going to get back together? I think so. Do you have a future together? I think so. The third party is an idiot. They're never going to be truly happy. And your person can drop the attitude if they're going to come back in again. They can't come in and act like they're the best thing ever. They need to come back in and act accordingly and be very grateful and be very, count themselves lucky that you're willing to give them another chance. So, let's have a look. Victory and success. Harmony. Yeah. So, that's what I have for you. I hope that it helps in some way. If this is your reading, put a like on it or just let me know in the comments. Just put an emoji in the comments if you don't want to say anything. Be careful what you post in the comments. Sometimes, people overshare in the comments and I'm like, oh, remember, it's a public platform and anyone can read it. So, I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you anyway. And thank you so much for being here with me today. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Welcome to your Pick a Card tarot card read, and today we're looking at your third party situation. What messages are here for you? Let's start with a charm connection. Give you connection right from the start. The charms can be about this or it can also be about other things going on in your life. But it's a direct message from Spirit for you. If I pick up anything, I'll tell you. But mostly, you will know all of the everything. All of everything. There we go. And then some letters as well. The zodiacs can be sun, moon, rising, or the characteristics. I can see 3 Pisces. Why have we got 3 Pisces? Anyway, so Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. Gemini and Gemini. Aquarius. Taurus. Aries. And Leo. We have A, V, K. Let me show you that one. V, K, and an S. And then we have a seahorse. We have love. And we have a little pink star. Got 2 little pink charms. They're very pale pink. I think they probably look white on camera. I'm just going to shift my chair. My chair's really creaky. I need to get a new one. It just creaks all the time now. Kind of falling apart. So I'm going to do a third party situation spread. I'll tell you everything I'm picking up, everything I'm feeling, what you need to know, what messages are here for you today, what is going on in your third party situation. Gonna split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection, so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. Down the middle is your person. You are always on my left hand side. Down this side is the person furthest away from you, so I call them the third party because they're not you. And then we have the connecting energy. So, the first thing I see is that the person in the middle of all this is going to end up with no one. Yeah, if this is your reading, it feels like you'd be quite happy about that. And it kind of feels like you're not that bothered about this person coming back. You just don't want these two to be together. And they're not going to be. I don't even think they're together at the moment, you know. But yeah, the person in the middle of all this is going to end up with no one. And they're going to have a lifetime of regrets. And I kind of feel that you just need to click out, because there we go, that's the answer. And it feels like that's the answer that you're looking for. So let's talk through the spread. You know, your energy has gone from the 5 of Pentacles to, at the moment, you've got the 7 of Cups. You're trying to decide what to do next. This whole situation has been hard for you, but you were stuck, and it feels like whatever connection you had with your person, it may have been an isolating experience for quite a while before you both finally broke up. It feels like they pushed you away. It feels like you kept offering them. It feels like you kept trying. It feels like you were stuck. They weren't letting you in. It feels like hot and cold energy. And it just feels like every time you had your feet on the ground, they pulled it away from you. They may have made you promises that they just didn't keep. You may not have even known their situation when you first got to know each other, because there's a feeling here of, if I'd have known everything, I wouldn't have chosen this. If I'd have known who they really are. So there's deceit and betrayal and lies and a lot of things. And I want you to know that you're okay. You're doing okay. And if anything, by not being connected to this person, you're much better for it. You know, you are so much better for it. So you had the 5 of Pentacles in the recent past. In the middle of you both was Ace of Pentacles. And they had the 4 of Wands reversed. The 4 of Wands for me is normally like all of the good things, so marriage, house moves. But when I saw it, it was like, no, they kept it a secret. They kept their relationship status a secret. Either from you or the third party, or both of you. This person may just be a very messy person who is very good at connecting with people that have feelings for them. But it feels like with the Ace of Pentacles, you kept offering, you kept trying, you kept doing, you kept all of the things. In the recent past, the third party has had the World reversed. They've had the 10 of Wands reversed in the middle of them both, which is a burden. Wouldn't be surprised if these two have already broken up. It feels like you and the third party have been in very similar situations with this person. I think if the both of you actually sat down and had coffee together and compared notes, the both of you have been through a very similar thing with the person in the middle of all this. So, at the moment, as I said, you've got the 7 of Cups, you've got the Hermit in the middle of you both, which is a disconnect. And the person in the middle of all this has the Queen of Cups. I don't want to call them your person because I don't think they are your person. And I think you're happy with that. They've got the Queen of Cups, which is, they're very good at tapping in to who has feelings for me. And who has feelings for me, that's where I'll be. And I kind of feel they may have quite a lot of people who they've had a little bit of something with and then pushed them to one side and moved on to somebody else, but then gone back when they're at a loss, and the person in the middle of all this, they go to what benefits them. So if that's also a pattern that they had with you, when they were being quiet with you, they were being very vocal with other people. They're always lining up where their next bed is, and they've always got a few on the go. And if this is your reading, you're going to be nodding along. If this is triggering you in any way, or if you think, well, I didn't know that, it probably isn't your reading, because normally when it resonates, you'll be nodding and you'll be like, okay, well, that just makes sense. Yeah, I get it. And it's clarification, and it's opening your eyes, and it's an awakening, but it just makes sense. If you find that a reading is triggering or upsetting in any way, it probably isn't your reading, or you're not ready to hear it. And you have to be responsible for yourself, you know. These messages are just here, banked up, ready for people to find when they need them. So, the Six of Swords reversed for the third party at the moment, and then the Four of Cups in the middle of them both. Feels like these two are over. Either the third party has completely gone and they're completely over, or the person in the middle of this has put them on a shelf. I'll pick you up later on when I need something. When it benefits me, I'll be back. When I want something, I'll be back, but then I'll abandon them again. So whether they're on a complete break, or whether the third party knows they're gone for good, or whether they're just hoping they're going to come back again. But moving forward, they've got the Queen of Swords reversed, which is completely cutting them off. When the Queen of Swords is done, she's done. That's it. They can't. There's no going back. And I think it's going to take the third party a little bit longer to get their feet on the ground. At that point, they have the Three of Wands reversed in the middle of them both. There's no going back. At the moment, there's a feeling of the third party doesn't truly know what's going on, but they're in separation. They're kind of hoping for something, but they're soon going to be seeing it for what it is. I kind of feel there may be someone lets them know, and I don't know if it's you, and I don't ever recommend doing that. Don't message other people, but it feels like them having their eyes opened by somebody. And if that's you, that's you. If it's not, it's not. Moving forward, this person's going to end up on their own with all of their different options. Are they ever going to settle down in a relationship? No. Are they always going to keep messing people around? Yes, because they're very manipulative. They know where their bread is buttered. They know where it's a good thing. They know who will welcome them, and they know that there'll always be somebody else. For as long as this person's got access to a phone and a dating app, they're never going to settle down with anyone ever. There is going to be a point in life where they do start having regrets, because, you know, whatever's working for them at the moment isn't always going to work, or the dating pool is going to get smaller and smaller, running out of options. So if you want to help me with the algorithm, put some engagement on the reading, anything at all, a like, an emoji in the comments, anything. Follow, subscribe if you haven't already. Have membership switched on YouTube, and I have subscription switched on TikTok. And all of the things. I'm trying to promote myself. Private readings are available. I do offer a one-to-one service. And on my website, I have a pull a card page. If you find the pull a card page, it'll generate a tarot card for you. And then you scroll down the bottom and read the meaning. In the near future, you have the Two of Swords reversed in the middle of you both, which again is a closing off of energy. And then you're going from the Seven of Cups to the I know what I'm doing, the Chariot, running off, doing your own thing. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you. I think I kind of want to put this spread away rather than overlay it, because I think this is done for you. This is This is in the past for you. This is somebody who you don't need in your life. So I'm going to put that out of the way because I don't want their energy to leak through unless it needs to be there. So let's do a Celtic cross for you moving forward. With that Chariot, let's look beyond the Chariot. I know that you're a bit confused at the moment, and I know that you don't really know what you want. But sometimes we have to wait for that ta-da moment, that moment of, yeah, I know what I want, I'm going to go for it. So let's have a look. Is it to do with career? Is it to do with love? Let's do a general Celtic cross for you. Yeah. The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is my tree of life. This is what we want to leave behind. This is what we want to gain in this lifetime. This is our legacy. This is where we're going and what we're doing. You know that you couldn't have any of those things with that person. The Tower, you're breaking yourself free from the things that have been holding you back. And it feels like maybe this reading is that final breakaway, that final disconnect, that final moment of, yeah, I've been set free, so off I go. And I'm going to take it as an opportunity. The Tower for me is always a good opportunity. It's like, let's just put it all in the bin and start again. So you've been through a lot. You have been through a lot. It hasn't been an easy situation for you, but it feels like in life in general, you've been going through quite a lot. You are one of life's survivors, and you have a really deep skill set. Your resilience is just out of this world, and that's going to set you up for the rest of your life. The path that you're on at the moment, you've got a bit of stress with the Nine of Swords. So you've got the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Try not to get too stressed out. Try not to get in your own head. If you need to sleep, do what you can to go to sleep. If you're in bed and you just haven't been able to nod off, get up and do something. Get up, do some cleaning, some organising, just walk around a bit. Then get back into bed again and reset. Put your phone away. Don't take your phone to bed. Have a week without your phone in bed. The things that you want in life, you can succeed. You can do. But when we go into a place of anxiety, we kind of end up then overly connected to the people that are not good for us. So stop it with this person. Move on. It's done. It's over. You're allowed to set yourself free. You have good things coming, but you do need to manage your stress. Things don't happen overnight. Like when we're aiming towards something, we're like, I want it instantly. But no, it takes work. The Ten of Pentacles is our whole lifetime. It's a lifetime's worth of work. It's every day getting up and chipping away at it. And let go of trying to be in control of absolutely everything. Let go of the things that are not for you and be open to the things that are for you. In the past, you have the Justice card, bringing balance back into your life. This is beyond the Chariot. So this is your truth, your integrity, you not putting up with any nonsense, you being the judge, jury and sentencer, and it's you taking what you need from life, education, standing your ground for what you know is right. And doing what you need to do for you. Opportunities to come, the Page of Wands, good news coming in. A real nice burst of inspiration. A real nice new journey beginning. And feeling young and fresh and happy again. I'm going to take what I needed from that and I'm going to do something good with it. And it feels like you're just having this little spark of magic. And like, yeah, I can do that. I can grow that. I'm gonna be this. I'm going to get my life back on track again. The secret underlying question, can I have a fresh start with the Ace of Wands? Yeah, you've already started. You've already started it. You may be a little bit confused and a little bit looking at the past and looking at the future. Remember to live life today. Today, not tomorrow, not yesterday. Today, what are you doing today? What are you having for breakfast? What did you have for breakfast? What are you having for lunch? What are you doing with your time today? What time are you going to bed tonight? Are you working a night shift? When you're eating, are you eating something that you like? Is it good for your body? Is it, because we have things that are junk that we eat because we like it. But then there's good options that we like as well. But it's you living now, today. You will build your legacy. You have your tree of life. It's growing. You have your roots, you have your trunk, you have the structure there. You've now got to fill it out with the leaves and the foliage, and then the butterflies will come and the bumblebees will come and the squirrel will come and live in it. A lot of it will take care of itself, but it's up to you to do the groundwork. It's up to you to appreciate every single day. If you live life with gratitude, you'd be so thankful for that first cup of coffee in the morning that everything that happens after that is a bonus. If you're not a coffee drinker, whatever it is that you wake up and do, the first thing you do in the morning, don't wake up and get straight on your phone, because there's a feeling here of, there's a stress with your phone. Phone brings anxiety, screens bring anxiety. So when you get up, there's a message here of, when you first wake up in the morning, connect with today. Don't scroll. Don't connect with the internet. Connect with where you are. Get your feet on the ground. Wake yourself up and start your day. Write your to-do list and then get on with it. And then at some point check in on your phone, because, we have to. But do what you need to do. The Four of Pentacles is a time when you slowly building away at your investments, investing your time and effort into the things that you need to invest in, holding on to the things that are important to you, letting go of the things that are not. Don't hold on to things too tight. Remember, every time we hold on to something too tight, we bring this anxiety on ourselves. And then we have the Page of Cups as the atonement. The Page of Cups is like all of our creative ideas. And it's anything is possible. If we can imagine it, we can do it. But then sometimes with the pages, they have this, yeah, but can I? They don't really always know how to do it. So you have to have a plan. You have to have a strategy. You have to figure it out. You have to think, okay, what is my Ten of Pentacles? And then work backwards of, how do I get there? Now, with the Page of Cups, sometimes it can be a bit of a lazy energy of not making most of the talents that you have, not making most of the resources that you have, having your head in the clouds a little bit. But if you can tap into your imagination, but bring it into reality, that is the most powerful thing you could ever possibly do. And it's very hard to do. The Four of Swords is your outcome, accepting where you are in the world, letting yourself rest. You're literally going from a massive amount of stress to you know what, this feels pretty good. Tapping in to spirit, tapping into source energy, tapping into the light of the world, tapping into what is good for you, making a plan, coming up with a plan, disconnecting. It feels like having a lot less screen time, because that's really important. And making peace with where you are, so that when you're ready to open the door again, you've got something to present to the world. It feels like working away in secret and then going ta-da. I don't know, it kind of feels like it could be like a book. Or the thing that this reminds me of is like when I was at art school and you'd just be busy working away at your piece of work, and then you have a group session where you then have to display it to everyone, and that's what it feels like. I don't know if it's exactly that, but it feels like a project that you're going to be working on in private, and then it's like, ta-da, here it is, I've done it, look, I put the work in. So it could be an exam, it could be self-employment, it could be looking for a new job, it could be training for something, it could be a creative project that you're doing, it could be a hobby that you're doing. But it feels like you're going, hi, look what I've done, look what I've done, I've done it, and it's fantastic, and it's really going to set you up, and it's going to take away all of the anxiety, because the whole project is a journey of reconnecting and doing and taking good things from the doing. The value of being distracted and the value of spending your time achieving. So let's pull you a couple of oracle cards. See what you need to know. What do the oracles want you to know? What messages are here? I think the overall message is, look at the bigger picture. Don't just focus on what coulda, should, woulda. You are important. Your life purpose is important. You may have come to this reading about one thing, but hopefully you're leaving it with something else. Prosperity. Yeah, your Ten of Pentacles. This is the road and the path that you're meant to be on. So get on it and get doing it. Stop sweating about it. Stop stressing about it. Stop worrying about the things that really don't matter and connect with what does. Going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so angels take you anyway. And thank you so much for being here with me today. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Welcome to your Pick a Card tarot card reading. Today we're looking at your third party situation. What do you need to know? What messages are here for you today? Let's start with some charms to give you connection to the reading straight away. The zodiacs can be sun, moon or rising, but the charms can be little signs and symbols from the universe for you. It's to give you connection to the reading. So if you look at the charm and think, oh yeah, no, that's for me. I get that. I understand that. Even if it's not about this situation. Let's pull some letters. The letters can be initials, place names, towns, countries, job titles, words that are important to you. So we have Y, L, F, F, A, G, N, S, and E. And then we have a guitar for music. We have a pacifier or a dummy for a child, but it can also be someone's trying to shut you up, someone you feel like you can't quite say the things that you want to say, or you bite in your own tongue. We have a four-leaf clover for good luck. Got some good luck coming this week for you. And then we have an elephant. Elephants have a very long memory and are very loyal to their family groups. We have Sagittarius, Sun, Moon or Rising, Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, Zodiac, Cancer, and then Cancer again. So yeah, let's do a third party situation spread. I'll tell you everything I'm picking up, everything I'm feeling, what messages are here for you today, what you need to know. What do you need to know about your third party situation? What messages are here for you? Going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly for angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Okay, so you're down my left hand side. You were always on this side. You're never in a different placement, so don't switch it about. It will get confusing. If this side doesn't resonate, it's not your reading. Down the middle is the person in the middle of all this. And then down this side is the third party. I always refer to the person furthest away from you as the third party because we don't need to get technical. And then we have the connecting energy. And then we have the connecting energy. Ugh, God, what on earth's going on here? You know, what is going on here? Yeah. So I'm going to talk through the spread. And I'll tell you everything I'm picking up and everything I'm feeling. Okay. Just tapping in. You've been very defensive about this whole situation for quite a while. You've had the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is standing your ground for what you want. And it doesn't necessarily feel that you're being defensive because you've done anything wrong. It's more of a, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not happy about this, I'm here, you're not going to ignore me. And it feels like the other person had their walls up and their guard up and they weren't particularly letting you in, and they weren't being open to things, and it's really hard, isn't it? We have the Ace of Coins reversed in the middle of you both, and they had the Two of Swords. They've made a choice that you weren't happy about. If you're both in separation at the moment, you didn't want to separate. You didn't want them to push you away. You didn't want whatever's going on at the moment. You didn't want any of that to happen. And it's a mess, isn't it? Because it's not fair. And it feels like your person, I'm going to call them your person. I was going to say they've gone back to, because this feels like this is a long-term relationship. So if that doesn't resonate, then this isn't your reading. But I was going to say they come back. But sometimes when I go to say something, and this happens a lot in private readings, I have something in my head that I'm about to say, but then something instantly challenges it. And as I was about to say, they went back, and they're like, no, they didn't go back. They hadn't even left. But it's not a case of, these two are not in a romantic partnership anymore. And that's the thing that's really confusing, because it feels like your person has gone into a place of denial, denial about you and how important your connection is, and denial that anything could even happen, and denial that they wanted anything, and me and you both know that it's them hiding in their shell, them not just avoiding it, but they're like, no, I can't have it. But then this relationship over here, it's not even a relationship, it's two people that are together in life. Bad, good, not much good. And that's the thing that hurts, isn't it? Because they don't have a connection, because they don't get on with each other in that kind of way. Your person sacrificed the wonderful connection that you both have for something that's not there, for something that makes them deeply unhappy. And I feel like crying. I just feel like crying. We've got the Two of Coins reversed for the other person. At that point, they don't have any choice. And then we have the Three of Wands in the middle of them both. It's your person in the middle of this that's making these choices and these decisions. And I'm looking at it and I think, well, it just makes no sense. And because in our lifetime, we're responsible for our own happiness. And we're responsible for making choices and decisions that are good for us and that make us happy and that we're living our life. But your person's in this, I'm going to make the choice that makes me miserable. I'm going to make the choice, it's like a self-punishment. It's like, there's nothing fulfilling about that partnership. It's not even a partnership. It's like every time I'm like, it's a relationship. No, it's marriage, but it's probably a marriage, but there's no friendship there. There's no love there. There's no kindness there. There's no making decisions together there either. And I totally understand your bewilderment of it, because the both of you have the potential of having something really amazing together, but they're refusing it. They're like, no. It's almost like the thing that's in my head. Sometimes I get visual imagery, and it's like a cheesecake. Like, cheesecake's my favourite food in the whole wide world. Lemon cheesecake, or a sour fruit cheesecake. And it's like me seeing a very healthy, small slice of cheesecake, knowing that I've not really ate that much that day, knowing that calorie-wise I can eat it and get away with it, that I haven't had it for ages, so I may as well indulge, I may as well savour it and enjoy it and go with it, and know that it's just a little treat and it's not going to ruin anything. And it'd be like me going, instead of allowing myself to have that moment of going, oh no, I'll just put it in a bin instead, and I'll just have some celery. I hate celery. Worst That's just poison. And that's what your person's doing. They could have this really good life with you. They could have this human to human connection with you. They could let themselves have happiness. But they're making you miserable. They're making themselves miserable. And they're making whoever it is that they're connected to miserable as well. Because the other person must feel that void. Because they must then have a void as well. Neither of these people have anything good, you know. They're stopping each other from having good things. For what? Why? Makes no sense to me. We should do the things in life that make us feel good. Within reason, you know. So at the moment, this person in the middle of all of it is the King of Swords, and that's what the problem is here. They have too much control. They like to be in control of everything. So when the both of you are getting on, when they are open to it, they make you feel so special. They listen to you, they talk to you, they make you feel wonderful, they make you feel like you're the only person in the world. But then when they cut you off, because it feels like there may well be a repeating cycle here, pulling you in and pushing you out. And so when they cut you off, it's cold and it's hurtful, and you've moved into this space of, I'm not going anywhere, I'm here. But that's the recent past. I think the thing that just came in my head was that Dua Lipa, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, song Houdini, like, you've just gone Houdini. There's going to be a point where this person comes back and boom, you're not there anymore. Because how many times are you going to put up with it before you just think, no, I'm not doing this again? Because once we've got a cycle with somebody, whatever stage we're at, we know what's coming next. And when you know what comes next, you can choose to get off. You can choose to walk out that door. You can go, no, I can't be bothered with that again. I just can't do it again. So at the moment, you've got the Death card, which is a change in your energy, a shift in your energy. And because your person's in this absolute mindset of, we don't matter, what we have is not real, and rejecting you and rejecting everything, because they're in that mindset, they haven't picked up on the fact that your energy has shifted a bit. Not massively, but sometimes we just need to sidestep. And by sidestepping, we miss the massive puddle. We don't fall in it. We don't fall off the cliff. We just sidestepped. And it just needs to be that tiny little shift that changes everything. In the middle of you both is the Temperance reversed, which is the lack of communication, the nastiness, because there is a nastiness there. And I don't think they're verbally abusive, and I don't think they call you names and stuff, but the coldness that they show you, that's nasty. There's something very mean there. This person at the moment has the Three of Cups, which is friends, family, people around them. That may be part of what keeps them together. And then we have the Emperor reversed in the middle of them both, which this King of Swords and Emperor reversed energy is very dangerous. It's like, I'm not taking responsibility. I'm going to deny that we even have feelings. I'm going to put the blame onto everyone else. And I'm going to be quite cold and cutting and determined with it. And I just... there is something wrong with the way their brain works, or is working at the moment. They're just not thinking clearly, like, because even though these two are together or cohabiting together at the moment, the person in the middle of all this is kind of blaming them. They're like, our relationship doesn't work because of them, or maybe the Three of Cups is about this person's friends and family meddle in their relationship. And instead of your person being like, I'm not in love with this person, I have no passion for this person, I don't even like this situation. And instead of admitting that that's how they feel, they think, in their head, they justify it as, We don't get on because their friends and family interfere. We don't get on because there's something wrong with them. We don't get on because they don't let me. And yeah, I kind of feel there's been a change in your person lately. It feels like when I pushed my energy into about a year ago, they weren't like this. Or maybe they were, but not as extreme as this. So then, if sometimes in life we start getting squeezed and squeezed, we start behaving really stupid, but it's because life is trying to make us make changes. But this person is so stubborn, they're digging their heels in, and because of digging their heels in, their behaviour's getting more and more extreme. And it's something's got to give. And at some point you're going to walk away, and at some point this person's friends and family are going to be like, why are you with this person? You don't have to be in this unhappiness, because this person can't be happy. They're missing out on a lot in life, the third party is, the other person is. I do private readings. I have a one-to-one service. It's available to book on my website, hopetarot-daily.co.uk. You just fire all of your questions regarding one situation. If you want a career and relationship reading, book 2 readings. I do have fast track 24-hour delivery switched on, but I also have, you can book into my next available spot in my diary for a lower price as well, but it's normally about a week wait. But if you don't mind waiting a week, it's worth doing. I've got a sale on at the moment. I quite often put sales on, so it's always worth to check. If you want to help me get into the algorithm, which will be so gratefully received, put a like or an emoji in the comments, or just a little bit of something, subscribe, follow. On YouTube I have membership switched on, which gives early access to some readings, not all of them, and it's only by like a week or a few days. All of my readings end up public anyway. It's just a way of those that want to support keeping the lights on for the channel. You can, but you're not missing anything if you don't. I don't like people feeling excluded. I don't ever want to exclude anyone, but I do know that some people have been here forever and they like to support in some kind of way. Anyway, that's my little bit of PR. I'm not very good at it. Let's get on with the reading. Moving forward, your person, they're not your person. At the moment they are, but my goodness. Got the 5 of coins for them moving forward, which is them being rejected, them suddenly realising they've messed everything up with everyone. And the reason why we had that Houdini kind of moment, we've got the 7 of Swords for you at that point, and it feels like them coming back to you and be like, where have you gone? It kind of feels like your social media disappears, your phone number disappears, the way that they can normally pick you up, pull you back in again has disappeared. The 7 of Swords is my pension pot for the future. What do we need to do that our future self will thank us for? And it's hard. We don't want to put money into a pension, but when we get there, we're so grateful that we did. And it's the 7 of Swords for you is in the near future, especially with this death card at the moment, of you making changes that you need to make. And it feels like you go, no, you're not pulling me back in again, but you're not even going to let them have the chance to talk to you. Sometimes when we disconnect from someone, we need that last little bit of communication. But there's something here of you don't even need that. You won't even need that. It's like, I don't even want to hear it. I know what you got to say and I know what will happen, and then I will know what happens next, and then boom, I'll be back here again. And it feels like you've had enough. In the middle of you both at that point is the 9 of Coins reversed. Your person, your ex-person at that point, doesn't want you to be single. They don't want you to be snapped up with anyone else. Even though they've probably said to you, you deserve better, you should be free, you should date other people, you should do that. They don't want you to do that. Because this person is a very weird and warped person in a way they're thinking at the moment. They want you. They don't want to admit that they want you, but they don't want anyone else to have you. They don't want anyone else to have you. And it feels like with the 9 of Coins reversed, sometimes it's a feeling of our assets are being compromised. Something's being taken away from us. Someone's infringing on us. And it feels like you come to the point of realising that you need to take control back of your life. You need your confidence again. You need to feel free. You need to have good things around you. You can't just have this one person that keeps coming in and draining the life out of you, because that's what happens. Because in the past, like, it's been moments of, oh, brilliant, they're back, fantastic, and this rush and this adrenaline and this really good feeling. This time is going to be it. We're going to figure it out. They're going to give in. They're going to make it happen. But then this time it feels like not even having adrenaline, not even having that, could this be it? It's more of a, oh no, oh, they're back. Oh, no, it's just going to happen again. I can't be bothered with it. I want to go to bed. I suddenly feel really, really tired. Like, I feel like someone's just sapped the life out of me. So, and then at that point, this person has the Two of Wands reversed. Down here, they had the Two of Coins reversed. The things that happen in their life, it's not really them that decides it. The Two of Wands reversed is life going in a direction that they don't particularly want it to go in, but then they've got the Ace of Cups in the middle of them both, so there's something there that still holds them together, and it's connected to whatever it is that practically holds them together. But when your person finally realizes that that's it, you're done, they're going to be very upset, and they've only got themselves to blame. They can't blame anyone else but them, and I feel that they've missed out on their opportunity for true happiness. And it's their stubbornness, it's cutting their nose off to spite their face. Their refusal to let themselves have it. You know, do I think these two are going to break up? No, not really. I think as much as this person blames the friends and family for interfering in the connection, it's also the friends and family that keep this together. I kind of feel that if this person had a better support system, if they had me as a friend, they'd have been out of this a long time ago. You know, well, you'd like to think that they would, but they probably wouldn't listen. But it feels like there's encouragement from friends and family for them to stay in this situation. For whatever reason, people like to dictate how other people should live their life. Well, but then sometimes we have an idea of what we think other people want us to live our life, and then we get caught in the trappings of that, when really everyone just wants everyone to be happy. Well, not everyone, but most people. Yeah, I don't know if there's much more for me to say. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards for you. Once you get into that you've got the Death card at the moment, which is that shift, which is that I can't do this anymore, I need to do something different. A little bit of a sidestep, a little bit of getting the ball rolling. And then there's Seven of Swords as you go missing. You're like, no, I'm off, you're not doing this again. So what do you need to know? What oracle messages are here for you today? Transformation. There we go. A beautiful butterfly coming out of your cocoon. This person's lost their power over you. The connection. Sometimes we have a slow disconnect with somebody, and then finally the ties are cut. Feels like the ties are cut. So that's what I have. Be free. You've got, when our life changes, it's opening up all the new opportunities, all the people in the world out there who could possibly date you. Get back out in the dating scene. Get back out living life. As I put that out there, it's like, no, but I don't want to date anyone at the moment. Well, get back out living life again. Get back out being you. Get your confidence back. Give yourself time and truly disconnect and do what you need to do for you, because life is for living, and you have the understanding of we can do things in life that we want to do and make us happy. This person doesn't see it like that. So let them have a miserable existence while you live your best life. And that's the best thing that you could possibly do. And your angel guides are rooting you on. And you can walk away from this very silently, because silence speaks louder. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection. Say angels take you anyway. Thank you so much for being here with me today.